We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Hall to start the drive. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
19.
Ball again on second down. And bulldozing his way through. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Bravo 80.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been, you want to keep the ball in his hands. Let's see if he can keep the magic going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right, and take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them. They show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Robinson up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the set.
Jets' 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Robinson with another carry. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ready. Ready.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jets at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
Come on.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Trying to find Breece Hall out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Come on, set, ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Set, hut, ready.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10
Here we go,
at the 24-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Ready. Blue, 32. Hut.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. Ball has it knocked loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're born toward the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
17-0 our score after 1. Third and 4.
Go! Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on the field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
He finds his man complete. It's Delgado. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
He finds his man complete. It's Delgado. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You get a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That's good
On the
for
set.
Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
6 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10
This
at the
offense finding
41-yard
its legs
line.
now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Looking to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Set. Ready.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum to removing the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Set.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Delgado. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards.
Let's go now.
And the Falcons first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Powering his way forward. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner.
Ready?
That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Checks this one down to Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Delgado. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a round is on here in this first half.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
First and 10 at the 38.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
This one deep for Wilson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Set, ready, set.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try it with some bigger yardage.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on third and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise that he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready?
He's going to keep this again. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Close. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 52 black. Ready?
Again, it's Robinson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Let's go. Viking, go!
They'll start by running the option away. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Come on, come on.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check, hurt, Cowboy 80.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those with third down coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. They'll get him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Come to me, it's me.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Arian Smith from 17 yards out. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Escapes the defender. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down.
Shot. 17.
At the 25-yard line.
Set. Hut. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Delgado. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves down.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Never gave to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Okay, break.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Get it.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the
now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Ready, set.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
First and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Wilson. Touchdown! Jared Wilson from 21 yards away. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
Touchdown, Falcons! It's the fullback. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Shifts by him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Ready. 52 Bulls.
And they will take a knee here.
Down. 33, yellow.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Set, ready. Block 40. Ready.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,